Alrighty, here we go. So in this video, I'll show you guys how to assemble all your work in the template file and also how to save it as a PDF. Alright, so make sure as you're working, this project has a lot more elements that are going to be included and due. And same thing as we work on the final next. So make sure you're keeping everything organized. You have all your work in a folder. So you don't lose or misplace any of the work that you will need to be turning in. All right. So here's a template. You guys should be able to download this from Canvas. Make sure you go in and every single page, put your name here. Okay. Also here, make sure, I believe on the original files it says your mood. So put what mood you're illustrating, okay? Because I have to see what mood that is that you are illustrating to know if you're illustrating it correctly and effectively. So here, again, every single one of these pages, I'm just switching to the type tool here. You can click right on that and change that type, okay? So go through that on all your pages and do that. And when I'm done typing, I just hit escape. It gets me out of there and switches me automatically to the selection tool, which is useful. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave all the text on one layer. So this is going to be this layer. I'm going to lock that, then make a new layer and call this art. So this is the layer all my art will go on. So also remember to work on your artwork in separate files and then kind of just copy and paste it in here as you're done. All right, so I'll start here with a couple. So put some thumbnails down here, just drag and drop. Remember when you resize, hold shift so it doesn't get too messed up or the ratio doesn't change. If I didn't hold shift, it could get all squished like that. We don't want that. All right, and remember when you drop an image file in here, you can crop it over here, crop image under your properties panel, window properties if it's not up already. And that automatically embeds it. Let's do another one here. If you don't need to crop it, here's some more. Here's another thumbnail page. If you don't need to crop it, then make sure you hit embed here. Reminded you guys about this before, but your artwork will disappear if you don't have that embed. All right. So you'll just continue to drop all that work in here. Here's my calm workup sketch. No, that's not the workup sketch. Here it is. There's the workup sketch. All right. Okay. All right. So now to put in that calm artwork, just remember you're going to have to do a clipping mask here. Unlock all the layers that you need to do a clipping mask on. Switch to your rectangle tool. Put that rectangle on the very top. Select everything. Right click and say make clipping mask. Okay, something got messed up here. Oh, I didn't unlock that layer. I think that's what was wrong. Put that rectangle on top, select everything, right click, this should work. Make clipping mask. So yeah, double check all those layers are unlocked and everything like that. Don't do your clipping mask until you are completely done with your artwork. It can be difficult to go in and make last minute adjustments if it's already in a clipping mask. I'm now putting a frame around it. That is just a rectangle on top that has no fill and a black stroke. Okay, so you're working in this in its own document. So right here, this is just a single artboard document where I'm just working on this file. Once it's all ready to go, then I'll copy it, Command C or Control C, and go over here to your final artwork, Control V. Okay. So the template file I sent you may have too many artboards on it because remember I changed the requirements. that you only need 2 moods, so that means I just need to see your thumbnail sketch, your workup sketch, and final art for just 2 of those moods. If you want to do 3, that will be extra credit. But you may need to delete some of these artboards. So in order to do that, you need your artboard panel, window, artboard, okay? And then you can delete these if you don't need them, okay? Whatever ones you may not need. Okay, so just have the ones that you are going to use and going to need throughout the project. There's that one if I want to delete that. It's there. Okay. Alright, so once everything's in here, I would do the same thing with this one. Put that in there, put a clipping mask around it. If you need to review how to do those clipping masks, go back and watch those videos on it. You'll have your reflection here. Again, with the type boxes, click and drag and copy and paste your text into there. Okay. When you do that, make sure this font is the same font as your titles, same size, everything like that. If I want to delete these words here, since they're no longer used, that's on the locked layer. So I need to unlock this layer, which here I unlocked it. Oops, it was here I unlocked it. Now I can delete that. Okay. Then to save as a PDF file, you go first save it. Do a regular save so you have an Illustrator file and a PDF file. Okay, so I'm not going to save it because I don't want to update this template file, but that's okay. What I will do is go to File, Save As when you're ready to save it. Come down here, select Adobe PDF. I'm going to save it to my desktop. Name this your first and last name, _ project 03. .pdf will the .pdf will appear there automatically when you select Adobe PDF. It's going to the desktop. Yeah, I'll replace that because I already have a file named that. So uncheck this first box, preserve Illustrator editing capabilities, compression. Switch all these to average downsampling. This will make sure your file is able to upload and it's not too large of a file. Output, switch that to convert to destination, preserve numbers. Profile inclusion policy, switch that to include destination profiles. And I think that's it. And you hit Save PDF. Okay, minimize it. Obviously, if this was your project, you would fill in all these artboards with artwork. Okay, you want to find where that is. Here it is, and open it. And scroll through there and double check all your artwork is in there. Double check your spelling, and things like that. Okay, and then this is the file that you will then upload to Canvas.